Okay, Jim. So one of the things that one of your coaches told you was about how coaching is actually the hardest option, and there's wisdom in that, and because people would hear that and go, why is there wisdom in that? So give us the wisdom of why coaching is the hardest and what's the wisdom of it.
Sure. So it's really very simple. If you're a coach, you need to realize, it'll seem obvious, but you are the hardest and most expensive option that they have, right? They've already, and they may have bought your book or gotten your lead magnet or bought your online course or whatever it is, or they bought somebody else's, right? So my coach taught me that, I used to sell fitness, personal training, and I taught, countless thousands of trainers in the fitness industry how to sell. And they needed to know and accept the fact that it's easy to buy back in the day, a DVD, right? And person could ignore it. They can go online and they just get an app, and there's workouts for $9.95 a month, whatever it is. The people, there's a reason that Planet Fitness sells memberships for $10 a month, because they know you're not going to go, and they know because it's $10 a month that you're not going to cancel, right? That's literally why they do that.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
exactly
there's a gazillion YouTube videos and Instagram.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's endless. So, but the reason it's so important to understand that is because when you don't, you end up taking almost anybody on as a client that you can, right? Which is just an absolute massive mistake. They need to go through that process first, right? Because when you hire a coach, what do you know that you're in for, right? If you've ever had a coach yourself, high school sports, college sports, you were a kid, what did your coach do? If they're good, they got you results, but they weren't your friend.
No, they had expectations, right? Here's
Yeah.
the work you need to do, and here's what you need to focus on.
Yeah, exactly. But also, like, in line with how the sale before the sale and how it helps you attract and pre-sell your perfect client is you're attracting and pre-selling that person who is ready to do the work, who is ready to spend the money, who matches up perfectly with your expertise, right? It takes a while for people to get there, and that's the lesson. That's what people, that's what coaches need to understand is you're the hardest and most expensive option. You're the one who's going to make them do the work. You're also the one who's going to get them to get results. Some people, yes, they can go on the app and they'll work out, or they'll buy the book and they'll fix whatever issue it is that they have, right? It's not just fitness. It can be anything. It could be real estate investing. It could be financial planning. You name it. When it goes from being a book buyer to being I'm hiring a pro, it's a whole different story, right? And it's attracting that person to you at exactly the right time. That's the sale before the sale.
Yeah. And I just to add to that, I think when you're in a sales presentation, sales call, or however you're in this sales situation, the thing that I think is the clue for coaches is that if you understand that it's hard, it's the hardest and most expensive option, but somebody's interested in your coaching, it means they're willing to do hard things. They know they're going to spend some money, right? And so sometimes we coaches don't add that into their confidence in the presentation, like just assuming that those things are already given. And the other thing is, when people tell you all the things they tried and failed at, sometimes coaches in a sales situation get a little discouraged, like, well, what is this going to work for you? In fact, what you should do is get excited, because they're like, I'm trying and failing. I need a solution.
Yeah.
The thing that you weren't missing was the information or the actual workout. It was, you were missing me, the coach, the instrument to get you there, right? So
100%. Yeah. And to kind of wrap this up on that's a great way of looking at it, is if you have a prospect who's reaching out to you and they haven't gone through, because I guarantee your perfect client has said exactly those things. I tried X, I tried Y, I tried Z, right? Plus A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. And now I'm here and I'm ready to go. I'm fed up. I'm sick and tired. I'm concerned, right? You're going to hear all those types of things, and you'll hear, it'll be routine all the time. You'll hear the same exact things over and over and over when when that prospect is, that's when they've come pre-sold, right? If you don't hear those things, what have you tried so far? Well, I got this book and I read it. I didn't really do anything, and I don't know. I just kind of been looking around. Goodbye. They're not ready for you, right? So, but that's the other thing that in other videos you'll see that we teach you is how to stop getting those leads entirely, right? How to fix your messaging so those people they'll get on your list, they'll get your freebies, you'll nurture them, you will educate them, so when they are ready, you're their answer.
They'll come forward, but you don't have to waste your time fishing
in the meantime.
Good sales, good customers. Yeah, totally. All right,
100%.
yeah, sell before the sale, baby.
So pro sell.